Maid Man is the fourth episode of the 12th season of CSI and the fourth episode that I have ever seen. And I have to say, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't that invested in at least half of it. But I found bits of it to be quite funny. And this is partly because of the character of D.B. Russell, who I love. I know I'm biased because I love Ted Danson, but his character is just so brilliant. But there were also a couple of other moments that I thought were really great, and the show just seems to inject just a tiny bit of humor right when it needs it, and I really enjoyed that part of it. We have two mysteries. And I will tell you what the mysteries are, but I won't say who was responsible for the crimes. I won't spoil that part of it. The first one is when the former mayor of Las Vegas, is shot during the opening of a mob museum. And I kind of thought, okay, I like the way this played out. The mayor is a really interesting character, and I really liked that character, so I was fascinated to find out who would want to shoot him and what their motive would be. But I'm not a fan of mobs. I don't care. I never have. If there's a film about mobs, I'm not interested, and that part of it I didn't find that fascinating. So there were bits of that part of the story that I liked, mostly the character of the mayor. There were bits that I wasn't that bothered about. So it was okay, but for me personally, I wasn't drawn into it that much. I did, however, love when they were exploring the area and trying to work out where the gunshots came from. I thought that was really fascinating and really well done. And there's also a moment, actually, I won't spoil it, but there's a moment where Russell asks somebody to do something to him to demonstrate something. You'll know exactly which bit I mean. And I found that to be rather entertaining as well. So it's definitely interesting, but maybe not my favourite kind of story. The other part of the episode focuses on the murder of a maid in a hotel room. And we get to see a close-up of her eye, well, not necessarily her eye, but the area surrounding her eye. I won't say any more than that, but it made me feel a little bit sick. And that part of the episode I did think was more fascinating and more tailored to my personal taste. I loved finding out more about that part of the story and watching things unravel. I really enjoyed that side of things. So all things considered, it's pretty interesting. It's not my favourite of the four that I've seen. I realise I don't have that many episodes to call upon, but of the four, it's maybe my least favourite, but not because it's bad. It's all down to personal taste. This one maybe wasn't quite as gory or twisty, but it had some more interesting characters. So some things are better than other episodes, some things personal taste-wise are maybe not as good. But as I said, there's also a nice amount of comedy. Nothing extreme, it's not a comedy, but there are just a few things here and there that are quite amusing, just to keep things a little bit lighter, and I rather enjoyed that. I just think D.B. Russell is absolutely amazing. Very, very funny, entertaining character. I'm so glad, so glad that I started watching this. Because, sure, I came for Ted Danson, but I stayed for the drama and the gore and the intensity, and I'm loving it. I know it's only 4 episodes in, but I'm loving it. And even though Maid Man may not be my favourite, I still enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to watching the rest.